I'm Deirdre, and you're watching Teenage Critic. Today we're hosting from Cafe Zog, which is a little cafe down in Providence on Wickeden Street. So here it's so cool. They serve soups, coffees, sandwiches, salads. It's really good. Coming up on today's show, we have an interview with Jenny Oconell, a food for thought piece, an inspirational piece, and a couple of other things. So check it out. Everybody, it's Deirdre, and I'm here with Teenage Critic, and today we are with author Jenny Oconell. So, Jenny, you're a young adult literature writer, correct?
I am. I've written 4 books, and I'm currently working on my 5th, which is a sequel to my novel, The Book of Luke.
Oh. Would you say The Book of Luke is your most popular book?
I would definitely say that, and that's really the only reason why I'm writing a sequel to it, because I never really anticipated Luke and Emily's story continuing, but a lot of readers want to know what happens next. So I decided to make it up.
How do you get inspiration for your writing?
Everything is inspiration. My childhood growing up, what happened to me in high school, a lot of my books are very similar to the high school that I went to. I listen to my daughter's conversations with her friends and hear what they have to say and just kind of internalize all of that and see what happens.
So, you have a daughter, I'm assuming. Do they read your works? Do they like them?
My daughter's 15. She's never read a single thing I've written, except maybe birthday cards. That's it. She has no interest in knowing what I think.
That's too bad.
But at least everybody else does, even if she doesn't.
So, have any of your characters done anything, like, really crazy that you can relate to?
I think everything they've done I can relate to. There's a lot of me and my friends in my characters, but I'd say for the most part it's obviously all fiction. There's pieces of it that are actually true and people can identify with. But for instance, in the Book of Luke, a group of girls decide to create a how-to book to teach guys how to treat girls and then put it to the test with the worst guy in school. And Emily is tasked with doing that because her mother is sort of an etiquette guru and has taught her to do everything perfectly her entire life, and now she decides it's time to be bad.
That sounds really interesting. I guess I'm going to have to read that.
You just might have to.
I will. So do you have a certain place where you like to write, or do you just do it anywhere?
I do. I go to my local bookstore every day. I get an iced tea and a cookie, and I sit there with my laptop and I write. Because they've got wireless, there's a lot of research that goes into my writing. I always want everything to be accurate. So that way I can go on wireless, do all the research I need to do, and continue writing.
Have you always wanted to be an author, or was it like just out of college or something?
No, I never wanted to be a writer. I always enjoyed reading. I think that I always wanted to be an editor. After college, I actually went to a publishing program in hopes of being an editor, but then decided to go to business school instead. I actually didn't start writing until maybe 10 years ago, and only because I had a dream, and I woke up and I thought that'd be a really cool book. And the program I went to after college was publishing, so I knew how the industry worked. So I started writing, got an agent, the agent sold it, and then the book was on bookshelves like 10 months later.
Awesome.
It was very awesome. I was very lucky because it does not happen that way. Typically it takes years and years for people to get published.
So would you say that you were lucky in the process?
I would say I was lucky, but I was also informed. I think that anybody, no matter what age you are, if you want to do something, knowing the process to get it done, finding the right people to talk to, connecting with them, doing your research is really important. And that's what I did, and that's why I had such a smooth road to publication.
What would you say is the worst part about being an author and the best?
The worst part is sitting there and not knowing what to write. That just sucks. I can't tell you. Sitting there at the bookstore and just not knowing where the story's going. Because I'm not somebody who plots out an entire book. There are people they call plotters and people they call pantser. And pantsers are people who write by the seat of their pants, and that's me. I kind of know how a story ends and how it begins, but I don't really know what happens in the middle. It sort of transpires as I write. So it's really hard when you're sort of stuck. And the best part is it's just fun. It's a lot of fun to make stuff up all day long. Things happen to me. I always am talking to myself on my cell phone, leaving myself notes, sending myself emails with ideas of what to write about, and then meeting other writers, because other writers are so awesome and fun. So I've been really fortunate to meet a lot of other women and men who are authors that write for teens as well.
Would you recommend the job of being an author to other people?
I think there are people who write books for years and decades and never get published. It's not easy. A lot of it is luck, a lot of it's timing. I mean, I'm sure you know there was a whole span where vampires were really popular, so everybody started writing vampire books, and then dystopian became really huge when Hunger Games became popular. So there are a lot of people who try and sort of chase trends, and I think it's really, if you haven't been published, I think that's sort of the inclination to do that because it seems a really easy road to publication. So I think you just have to be true to yourself and just write what you want to write. I wouldn't say it's easy, and it certainly isn't lucrative unless you're successful, like anything.
Would you have any advice to any future writers out there?
I would say just read. I love to read. Still, when I read in the summer, I'm reading basically every day if I can, every weekend, definitely. And I always write with a notebook next to me and a pen so I can write down ideas. And I think that the more you read, just you become a better writer. Because not only can you identify what you don't enjoy. I mean, I personally am not a vampire person. I'm not a dystopian person, so I'll read them and get as far as I can. But I'll learn something from the writing, if not so much from the storytelling. So I think just reading a lot is sort of the best education for a writer.
Do you only read books in the genre you write in, or in other genres too?
I would say that I mostly read young adult fiction. So I would say for every 5 young adult fiction books I read 1 adult fiction book. I do read mostly contemporary fiction, which is what I write, which is very realistic. I attempt to read other things just because, like I said, I think it just adds to my experience and informs my writing.
So, how does your daughter feel about you being a teen novelist?
Well, when I first started, my first book was published, so she was probably, I don't even know, maybe 9 then, my first teen book. So they were a little old for her because my audience is definitely high school. Now, you can ask her yourself.
Thank you for talking to us, and we'll bring her over.
Fantastic. Thank you, Deidre.
Hey guys, we're here with Carly, Jenny's daughter, and so we want to ask, how do you feel about your mom being a teen writer?
Well, she never really let me read the books because I was so little when they first got published. But then, as I got older, she said I could. But some of my friends had read them, and they said there's, teen stuff. And I just thought that was weird coming from my mom. So I just kind of strayed away from it because I found it kind of creepy.
Awesome. What do you mean by teen stuff?
I don't know, sexual stuff or swears and stuff. It was just I don't know. I don't want to get inside my mom's teen head. And now I've recently found out that she listens to me and my friends' conversations to figure out content for her book. So that's also another reason I can add to the list, so I don't want to read them. But I can't really say anything about them because I've never read them. I just know what they're generally about, and they sound like good books. The whole time I'd be reading, I'd be like, oh my God, my mom wrote that. That's so weird.
Well, thanks for talking to us, and you guys stick around for what's coming up next. Coming up next is Sydney's Heart to Heart. I'm not really sure what it's about, so I'm going to watch too. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, this is Sydney, and on today's Heart to Heart, I'm going to talk about what to do if you're in a situation where your friends or people around you are talking about something that makes you feel uncomfortable and they're talking about something that's inappropriate. And the way I formatted it is step by step. So for me personally, the first step would be just to walk away and find a group of people that are nearby that you can talk to while they're doing that inappropriate stuff. And if you're in a situation say you're in the cafeteria at your lunch table where you can't exactly get up and walk away, or you just want to hang out with your friends and you want to still be in that group, but you still feel uncomfortable, you can just turn and start a conversation, a one-on-one conversation with an individual, and just ignore the other friends. Or you don't even have to do that. You can just ignore the conversation altogether, and it will probably be fine. And just keep in mind that the conversation will probably end in 30 seconds to 2 minutes because we're teenagers, we're in middle school and high school, and the topics just go like this. We don't get hung up on one topic for 15 minutes that often. So the conversation is probably going to end soon. Still feel uncomfortable? then this is where you kind of have to start taking action and say something. So this is key. Make sure to make it as casual as possible and make it kind of like you're joking around with them. So say they try to get you involved and try to like show you something but you don't want to see it, and they want to talk about it with you but you don't want to talk about it. Just say like, ew, or that's disgusting. So this way it's a friendly way of getting the message out that you don't want to talk about this, but at the same time it doesn't offend them and it's not too straightforward, and it's really friendly and gentle. So if you do this and you give them that kind of warning thing and joke around with them, but they still keep talking about that subject, then try to change the subject and say something like, oh wait, what are we doing on that early release day? Or what are we doing next week? I forgot. Or like, oh wait, did you hear what happened last week? Or something that will get their attention and drive the conversation from that to whatever you think of. So if you can't think of anything on the top of your head, approach them more seriously and act more concerned and tell them that you're kind of more concerned than you were before. And you can say something, still be casual with it. That's always the key. Be casual and don't be like really angry or anything, because that will just create a tense atmosphere. You don't want that. So just be very casual and say, wait, this is kind of weird that we're talking about this, or don't you think talking about whatever so-and-so is kind of weird? So if you word it correctly, it's a little bit more firm, yet it's not awkward, or again, it's not offensive. So now we're at the last stage of this kind of procedure thing, and this is where it gets really serious, more serious than any of the other steps. And this is where you're totally scarred by the conversation. You're gonna have nightmares, and it's just awful. And even though you've told your friends or those people that you've given them hints that you're feeling uncomfortable, they have ignored you, and they still talk about what they're talking about, and you're feeling really, really concerned. So there's kind of two paths where you can go. One of them is if it's really actually serious, and this is if they're talking about safety, violence, or even self-harming. This is where you need to get an adult to be involved, because you alone as a teenager should not be handling the situation by yourself if it involves safety, violence, self-harming, and an adult needs to be involved in this kind of thing. But if it's not as serious as that, but you still feel equally uncomfortable, then just leave altogether and just leave the conversation, leave the table that you're at, go to a different area of the room, whatever, go to the bathroom, just leave. Those were the basic kind of steps that I would go through if I were in that situation, and I guarantee that every one of you teenagers out there is going to experience a situation like this. I hope those tools were helpful. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
That was a really good heart-to-heart, Sydney. Thank you. So, next we're going to watch an inspirational piece from the Give Me 5 Film Festival. And then after that, we're going to Fox Point Park. So be sure to stick around.
Smells like autumn, smells like leaves. You don't know that you'll rust and not belong so much and then get left alone. Suck it up, take a ride and take a walk. Don't you know that old folks' home smells so much like my own? hot you girls at the Palisades, dime store kids, pretty birds, pretty mouths. Mama's little truck stop rose a dance to feed a happy laugh. We were dropping dimes on the ponies in the cul-de-sac, casting shadows.
Mail came from miles away. The postal man is always
We left the teeth marks on the barrel of the gun. The clipper shed across
glass
your
eyes and wooden teeth. The engines rusted in deep.
Turns out the pony only had one tread, away for the truck stop.
Tight-lipped with a big old mouth. The government workers all headed
They
south while they
landed
ran
on
outside.
the road.
The engine rusted in disbelief away.
Smells like autumn, smells like leaves. You don't know that you'll rust and not belong so much and then get left alone. Suck it up, take a ride and take a walk. And don't you know that old folks' home smells so much like my own? The hot girls at the Palisades, dime store kids, pretty birds, pretty mouths. Glass eyes and the wooden teeth. The engines rusted in deep, deep sleepy waits. Mail came from miles away. The postman was always late when we wait. Tight-lipped with the big old mouth. The government workers all headed south while it rained. Glassy eyes and the wooden teeth. The engines rusted in deep, deep sleep. It waits, it waits, it waits to awake.
Wasn't that a cool film? I can't wait to do the Give Me 5 again. So, we're still here at Fox Point. And, did you know that it was actually, this is part of the Harbor Walk? Which is where you can walk along the harbor and they have little signs telling some historical piece about the area. And so, yeah, I just thought that was really cool. And next we're gonna go for Street Talk, which is where we ask you guys questions on the street and see how you answer them. Stay tuned.
This is Sarah Medeiros from Teenage Critic, and these are some random people that I stopped on Thayer Street to ask about their summer vacation. What's your names?
I'm Margot.
I'm Hannah.
And what are you guys doing for summer vacation?
We're doing summer at Brown.
Yeah, I'm doing summer at Brown as well and going to Spain.
Oh, that's cool. Are you guys from around here?
I live in London.
I live in LA.
That's really cool. What's you guys' favorite summer memory?
I think we just like making friends here and the opportunities that we've been given. Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time. Have a good summer.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, this is Alyssa and you're watching Teenage Critic. We're still here on Thayer Street asking people about their best summer experiences. So, what was your best summer memory?
My best summer memory, I would say probably traveling down to Miami. Yes.
And what did you do there?
Pretty much explored the whole area.
And what about you?
Cliff diving with my cousins.
And are you guys from around here?
No, actually.
Where are you from?
I'm actually from Massachusetts.
And what about you?
Same Mass, just over the border though.
So why did you decide to come to Providence?
Actually, the nice area, food, and relaxing day.
Yeah, we decided to go to the zoo, Roger Williams Zoo, and decided to come here to eat.
So isn't Providence a great place to spend your summer if you're looking for something to do?
Yeah, definitely.
It's fun. Thayer Street, Fed Hill, we're good to go.
All right, thanks so much for talking with us. Have a good one.
You as well. Thank you.
Have a good
Hello, I'm Jasmine Lubin from Teenage Critic, and I'm here on Thayer Street with two people, and I'm going to ask them about their summer experiences. So, what was your favorite summer memory?
My summer memory? All the way back? When? I like the water, so anything I remember when I was his age, swimming in the local pond. That's my favorite.
What about you?
My favorite is going to camp, and it's really, really fun there.
So what's your name?
Finn.
What is your name?
Dave.
What's your favorite thing about summer?
I like days like today. It was the great weather day. It was just nice and warm, but it wasn't too hot, and it didn't rain yet.
What's your favorite thing about summer?
I like going to the pool.
Are you guys going to do anything special for this summer?
Work probably, yeah.
And what about you?
Well, I'm still going to the camp that I go to. And, yeah.
Well, enjoy this beautiful day, guys, and thank you for talking to us.
You're welcome.
Hey guys, it's Deirdre, and I'm here with a couple of random people from Thayer Street, and we're asking them about summer vacation. So what are your names?
Marina. Saria. I'm Alex.
And what are you guys doing for summer vacation?
We're at Brown Summer Camp.
Are you having a lot of fun?
Yeah, it is fun. We get to do a lot of activities and everything. It's nice.
What is your favorite past summer memory?
My favorite past summer memory would probably be spending time with my best friends at the pool, just relaxing away from the stress of the normal academic year.
So what is Brown Summer Camp?
Well, Brown offers a series of different courses that you can take. Like I'm taking a bacteriology course. I know that Alex is taking it with me as well. I'm taking human physiology, and you get to learn about the body and a lot of different aspects of life.
So you guys are Brown students?
Yeah. No, we're not. We're high school students.
So are you Brown students or high school students?
We're just normal high school students. Just different summer courses. It's. I'm taking a bacteriology course. Bacteriology? Yeah.
What's bacteriology?
Oh, we're learning about microbiology and bacteria. I mean, we're growing our own type of bacteria, right now.
What do you guys want to be when you grow up?
I don't know yet, actually.
I'm undecided also. Definitely something in science.
What are you going to do for fun then?
Well, we have courses in the morning, so we have afternoon time to spend with each other and do different activities and go shopping and stuff. But later on, I'm going to spend time with my family and with my friends as well.
How about you?
There's a lot of like soccer and capture the flag. That's what we bought war paint for. We walk down Thayer, and it's like really fun.
I'll be preparing for field hockey season and traveling the rest of the summer.
Are you guys local or whatnot?
I'm actually from Germany. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm from Maryland.
And you?
I'm from Connecticut, so I'm close.
Thanks for talking to us. Have a great summer.
Hey, thank you so much. That was so nice.
Hey guys, it's still Deirdre, and I just want to let you know that I had a great time hosting the show this week. If you have any questions or anything, go to teenagecritic.com and be sure to check it out next week. Bye!